Welcome back to Empower Field at Mile High. We're in the second quarter as it's the Broncos in control of the football. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
Harvey now on 1st and 10. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Again, it's Harvey. And he's going to have the Broncos first down. His good running gets him to about the 44.
But, partner, the defense isn't going to adjust, and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
And he's taken in by the tight end Fan. Now he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Good work there. You're going to see on play action, they run an out route with the receiver on the outside and let the tight end work the seam in the area beyond him. A great concept, and it leads to a first down.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack.
2nd and 14 at the 40-yard line.
Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. To throw, here's Nix. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Brings up 3rd and 12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Nix to the air. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Marvin Mims with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Raiders offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And he continues to be a nuisance for opposing defenses that are tasked with trying to slow him down. He's currently 2nd in the NFL in rushing. Throwing to start the drive. Stanford. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Back to throw now on first down. That's to Bowers once again. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Number 89, Brock Bowers. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 47-yard line.
A run out of the gun with Genty. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on third down, Stanford work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 43.
A gain of 11 on the play.
A run straight ahead with Genty. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Tackle by Zach Allen. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw. Stanford. They'll get this out to Genty. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 25-yard line. Give them 18 on the play. And now they're in the hurry-up.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
25-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Genty. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on third. Over the middle, complete. It's Thornton. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's go.
On 4th down, Stanford. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Broncos offense and their big play wideout getting ready to get back to work. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in this first half, it has resulted in a big play, as borne out by the numbers. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Here's Nix. This is Fant on the short completion. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Now it's Nix. And he's going to have to hook up with Sutton.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target. And down he goes, brought down a Raiders sack. Max Crosby in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. To throw is Nix. Under pressure, they got him again. Max Crosby able to record his 5th sack of the season. So halftime straight ahead. It is time to join our good friend Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. We're officially on to the second half of the season.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Now comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Here's 2nd and 10. On the give, Genty. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this... They've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Stanford. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again. They'll try and throw for it here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long.
And the Raiders' 1st down.
On the give, Genty. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Rashad White. 26 yards. And the Raiders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
So the completion gets them just a yard, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 9.
Throwing Nix. Setting up a screen for Harvey. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
On the sneak, it's Nix. And he will have the Broncos 1st down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the 1st down.
And as we say often, it shows confidence in your offensive line. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
That's another Broncos 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Algier. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Noah Fant with a catch on the crossing route. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 14. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Looking to throw. Nix got his man complete over the middle. It's Sutton. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
A 7-yard pickup brings up
Second down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5. Back to throw. Nix to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Nix to throw again. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Broncos first down.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Setting up the screen. Here's Algier. Touchdown! Tyler Algier from a yard out. And the Broncos are able to add on to that lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and just a yard.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Looking to throw. Stanford. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll go. Here's Genty. Now he's free at the 35. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Ashton Genty, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Raiders 21.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. Looking to put a drive together. Throwing to start the drive. Nix. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. Nick's going to give to Harvey. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. Back to throw. Nix. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Broncos first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
19 yards there on the catch and run.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Left side here, that's the tight end fan. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They run straight ahead with Harvey. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Trying to run for it, here's Harvey. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. So both offenses come to life here in this 3rd quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll start on the ground with Genty. 110 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
This 2nd and 4.
36-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. That's complete. Genty out of the backfield. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They control this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you try not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
A give out of the gun to Genty. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line.
The offense on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That is caught. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
First and goal.
Genty is going backwards here. Now they come in and drop it all the way back at the 4-yard line. From back at the 4, here's second and goal. All right, rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jahdae Barron. And the Broncos will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Looking to put a drive together.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expecting to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So here's a first and 10 now in Raider territory at the 48-yard line. And they'll try to run the option here. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he's stopped in the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
At the 50-yard line.
Hold on a sec. Ready.
Up the middle, it's Harvey. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Handing it off, right side, Algier. Able to push his way through. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
12 more yards. That's another Broncos first down. First and 10.
So first down, and they'll stick with Algier. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Touchdown, Broncos! A great play there. 26 yards. And the Broncos look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up first and 10 at their own 43. A quick throw, but incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. They've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. So first and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw. Stanford. Short throw caught by Bowers. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A gain of 9 brings up second.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. A quick throw there is incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and it ends up falling incomplete.
And he's got it. And the Raiders are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A gain of 17 yards. And the Las Vegas first down. First down, Las Vegas.
They'll try to punch it in with Genty.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, Stanford. And he takes a shot on the release as this would be incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from...
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Ashton Genty with touchdown number 3 here in this game, and 17 now on the year. And the Raiders are able to cut into that deficit. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and he'll come up empty on the try for 2.
27.
So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Broncos are going to get the football. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Broncos, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll get a late bye next week, which might be coming at the right time. And they'll be back in